Hey y'all, so I know it's been a while since I did a video. The girls, they just get repetitive style. I feel like y'all don't really want to see that, but I had to come and do this video. So this video is going to be about my goddaughter, Dior. She is autistic. She was diagnosed as autistic. She just turned 3 in July. So we have had a journey with getting her to sit and get her hair done. So I want to just share my experience and what I did and what I've been doing and how she's been doing. So when I first started doing Dior's hair, Dior was not, she had no problem getting her hair done. She'll sit there, eat her snacks, and get her hair done. When she turned around 2 is when we started having problems with her wanting to get her hair done. She started fighting and, screaming, and she just didn't want anybody to touch her hair. So I'm the type, I don't give up. Like, I'm just not going to just give up. I'm going to try my best before I say, okay, I can't do this. So I said, no, she's going to sit and get her hair done because it's part of, hygiene. This is something that she has to go through for the rest of her life if she's going to have hair. So I stuck with it. So in January, I was doing her hair and she was screaming, fighting. She pinches and, hits and breaks the rubber bands, like when you're trying to twist them on her hair. And I injured my thumb. And I told her mama, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to hurt her and I don't want her to hurt me. So, I can't do her hair anymore. You going to have to do it, or just, you going to have to find somebody else to do it, because I just don't want to hurt her and I don't want her to hurt me. And my injury to my thumb still hasn't healed. So her mama tried to do it. She can do it for the most part, but it doesn't come out good. She allowed her mom to do it somewhat, not much. So I said, okay, you know what? I'm just going to research and see what I can find. And I didn't find much. Most of the hair care is pertaining to Caucasian. I didn't see much of doing African American hair. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to try it again. And my girl was like, no, you shouldn't do that. You already hurt your thumb. And she fighting, and, no, that's dangerous to you, because she's strong. They don't know how strong they are. They is, or no, I can say that. So she's real strong. So I said, instead of having me sit down and her sit down in a chair, because she doesn't sit in a regular chair, it's still to now. She sits in a booster. It has like a little tray in front of a booster chair. And we don't have a high chair. So I said, you know what? I'm going to stand up and do her hair, because I'll have more power over her where she can't fight me and, pull the rubber bands and stuff. So I sit her on a table in a little high chair, like a little chair. And I noticed that helped. So me standing, she doesn't have as much power to fight me. So I started standing doing her hair. And, I just prayed on us. I was in tears. Because I don't give up. I don't give up. I try my best to do something, and I do it to the best of my ability. And they was like, well, maybe we should cut her hair. And I was like, at first I was like, no, don't cut her hair. And I was like, well, if it's going to help her and it's going to help y'all, then go ahead and cut it. And I said, okay, wait, but let me try one more time to see what I can do. So what I've noticed about Dior is, I think it's the more so the cold stuff on her head. She doesn't like the spray bottles. As you can see a while ago, she didn't like the spray bottles. So let's start from the beginning. So when I'm going to do her hair, I say, Dior, I'm going to do your hair. So, just let her inform. She's still human, let her know what you're going to do. You're going to be touching her. So let her know, I'm going to be doing your hair, Dior. And that's it. After I say I want to do her hair, Dior, I don't say anything else. If she needs to stem, I let her stem. If she needs to move her head, I let her move her head. If she needs to touch her head, I let her touch her head. But I do not allow her to pinch me anymore. I do not allow her to scratch me. And I say, no, Dior. I'll move her hand. I said, no, Dior, we're not going to do that. No, Dior, we're not going to do that. So it's more of letting her have some authority over her head, but as well as keeping your own authority, because you can't get hurt in the process of trying to do their hair. And let me just say, what you see in this video, this is not overnight, okay? When I injured my thumb in January, I said, you know what, I'm done. So I didn't do her hair for months. I think I started back doing her hair in March, maybe even April, because I was completely done. I said, I'm not going to injure myself and I'm not going to injure her. So she had her hair in some ponytails, and some people come to her house to do therapy with her. And like, how do y'all get her to get her hair done? That's like one of the main issues that autistic children have, is not wanting to get their hair done. And her mom said, well, we have difficulties, and the woman told them to keep at it. Okay, her mom kept begging me. She's like, please, can you do her hair? I'm like, no, I'm not going to injure myself. I'm not going to injure her. I'm not going to injure myself. He's like, I'll pay you to do her hair. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do her hair because I just don't want to get hurt, and I don't want to hurt her. So, you know, I did some praying on it. I asked God about it because I pray. That's what I do. I go to God. And you know what you say? I say, you know what? I'm going to give it another shot. So what you see in this video, I started doing her hair in, like I said, April, I believe. And I was still sitting down. So in July, because I did her hair for her birthday, I said, you know what, let me try standing up. And that's when I put her on the table in the little high chair thingy and started doing her hair. And she did not have control. She tried it, but she could not control me. She couldn't push my hand as she could when I was sitting down. She couldn't break the rubber bands because I had more control of holding the ponytail. And that worked. I said, Dior, you're going to sit here and get your hair done. I said, you have to get your hair done, Dior. That's how I spoke to her. And on the thing, I read they like stemming toys. So I bought some stemming. Well, I had some stemming toys already. And I gave her those. And I know that she likes cords. So I gave her, you know, like she likes the little charging cables. So I give her that at the front of her head. Because at the back of her head, although she may act a little bit, she doesn't act as much as she acts towards the front. And for some reason, on the left side of her head in the front, she does not allow me to do that perfectly. Not to this day, as you saw in the video. She does not allow me to do that side good. She does not let me touch her head that side as much. And I braided her hair before when she was acting, when she was doing all the fighting and stuff. I braided her hair, and she ripped those from her scalp. So I have not braided her hair since. And what I started out doing is I do simple ponytails. She may only had like 6 to 8 ponytails in her head. And I said, okay, that's it. We done. I do fast, simple, quick styles. So, this is, like I said, this is just this video y'all seeing right here. This is the 3rd time that I have done her hair, and this is how she acting. So I said, okay, I don't wash her hair. Let me tell y'all that. So I told myself I will not take her hair down anymore, and I will not wash it. You will have to do that, her mama. So they take her hair down and they wash it. And my girlfriend washes it sometimes. And they said she acts, you know, she doesn't like water on her head. That's one of the main things. She doesn't like anything on her head that's cold or wet. So I say, y'all know what? Just wash it outside. That way, you know, you outside, and if she gets, because the whole bathroom get wet. So just wash her hair outside. She likes swimming and she likes playing in the bathtub. So wash her hair outside. She said, although she did fight, it was easier to wash her hair outside, and I told them to use tear-free shampoo. That way, if it get in her eyes, it will not hurt her. So I can't tell y'all much on the washing portion. And I do not take her hair down. But in this video, you saw I did take her hair down because her mom did not take it down. I thought she took it down when she brought her, but she didn't. And Dior wouldn't let her take it down, and she wouldn't let my girl take it down. I said, you know what, just let me, I'll take it down. So as you can see in the video, she allowed me to take her hair down. Never happened before. She sat through the whole hair combing process. Never happened before when I'm taking it down and doing it. But when they don't wash their hair and they just take it down, I try to reuse those parts so it can be faster. So when I reuse those parts, I add more ponytails. So she went from 8 ponytails, and I don't remember how many she got in this video. It did. So I'm like, okay, we're just gonna work our way up. I'm gonna do simple, quick styles, and we're gonna work our way up to trying braids again. She loves barrettes, she loves beads, but she likes to pull the barrettes out. So I wrap the barrettes. Her hair is way longer than what you see in this video, but I wrap the hair around it so much so that she can't pull it. Because once those barrettes are out of there, the twists are undone, and then we're gonna have to redo her hair before it's time. So I wrap those barrettes where she can't pull them out. And she doesn't unhook them. She just pulls them. But when they're wrapped around, the hair's wrapped around, she can't pull them out. She loves beads. She loves shaking beads and stuff. But she recently had a sister and a brother. And they're 1 now. So we're getting up to the stage where I can put beads back into her hair. But I want to wait till they're older because I don't want them to choke on them. So I don't put beads in her hair right now. And as you can see in her hair, she has a lot of breakage. Because like I said, if I wasn't doing her hair wasn't getting done. So all those months the hair wasn't getting done unless her mama took her somewhere and she attempted to try to do it. So she has a lot of breakage, and I'm working on that. Her hair is much better because these ponytails lay so much flatter, because usually when I do her hair, you know, you can see a lot of frizz around the ponytails because that's all breakage and it doesn't fit into the ponytail. But now she doesn't have as much as that because I've been doing her hair. And that's another thing. I don't do her hair often. This is after 3 weeks I did her hair, or 3.5 weeks. And that's what all the girls, I only do their hair once a month now. So, I wanted to do her hair more because I said maybe if you do her hair more, she'll get used to it. And she's in school now. She started school. She's in pre-K. So I want to do her hair more. But her hair lasts so long because I use a lot of product. That's another thing. When in this video you will see me using a lot of product. That's the only reason I use a lot of product, because her hair only gets done every 3 to a month. So the product, I don't touch her hair. Once I do her hair is not touched. Her mama don't touch it. I don't touch it. Nobody touches her hair. She only allows me to touch her hair. So I make sure it's very, very moisturized. And when she comes back to me, her hair is ready to be taken down and washed. And that's what, they take it down, they wash it, I do it. That's how we go. So wanting to do it every week is not going to work because her hair lasts so long. And I feel like that just be torture for her, doing her hair every week when her hair still looks good. So we stick with it, and she didn't backtrack or anything waiting this month. And I feel like her being in school now is also going to help, because they're going to teach her at school how to sit and be patient, you know, stuff like that. So I feel like that's going to help as well. But for the most part, all the work that I put into this, I am so proud of Dior. Dior has just been doing amazing. She's talking now. She's saying words. She knows colors. She knows how to count. She's an amazing little girl. She just doesn't like anyone touching her hair, and I'm just so happy now that she allows me to touch it, because I wanted my girl to help me take her hair down. She wouldn't even let her touch it, but I took it down with no problems. And I did cut the camera off in the front because I thought she was going to act in the front. Let me tell y'all, this girl did nothing. She made eye contact with me. Dior has never made eye contact with me while I'm doing her hair in the front. She made eye contact with me and looked at me the whole time I was doing her hair in the front. She did not act whatsoever. And I'm like, wow, I could have did the front so much better. You know, the way I parted it. That's another thing. I don't focus on the parts on her hair. I don't try to get them crispy clean, but I want them to be neat. I like it at least got to be neat. But as for crispy parts on her, no, we ain't going for that. I just want her hair moisturized and done, and that's it. But she looked at me and I did her hair like, I was just shocked, because she ain't never made eye contact with me like that with me doing the front of her hair. She'd swing her head so fast where she won't let me touch it. She started out like that, but then she made eye contact with me, and I don't know what she saw in my eyes. Like, she just looked at me, and then she just allowed me to do her hair. I was just so excited. I was just so happy. Like, that was a milestone, and I'm just praying that we, you know, stay in this era, that we stay here, that she doesn't backtrack, which I know it can be with autistic kids. They can backtrack. So I'm just praying that we stay here, because that was just amazing. So she did allow me to do it in front of her hair. And like I said, the front of her hair is harder to do because she doesn't like people touching the front of her head. So the front of her head is not always as clean as the back of her head. But we're going to work our way up to that. And so like I said, I used a lot of product because she will not be getting her hair done for the next 3 weeks. More like 3 weeks instead of a month. So every 3 weeks I do her hair. And yeah, she did good. This is where we're at now. So things I've noticed. I do not talk to Dior. I have nobody in the living room. I said nobody, because this is why I do her hair in the living room. I said no, I don't want anybody in here. I don't want any kids in here. I don't want her mom in here. I don't want my girl in here. Nobody who lives here is allowed in the living room while I'm doing her hair. Because once somebody pays her attention, they send Dior, or they're doing something, she's going to start acting. She starts swinging her head, moving your hand. But when it's just me in the room, as you can see, she does nothing. Especially her mama. If her mama's in the room, she acts She acts totally different. So I don't allow anybody in the room. If somebody does come in the room, I say, do not say anything to her. I don't talk to her. I just let her watch her show on TV, and I give her the stimming toys. I said no communication whatsoever. When it's hair time, that's just what's going to be, just hair time. So I give her the stimming toys, and she watch her TV shows, but we do not communicate. All communication is after her hair is completed. I will let her know she did a fabulous job. She looks so pretty, but I do not talk to her when I'm doing her hair. If she grabs something on the table and it's okay, I'll let her play with it. I don't do nothing. When she grabs the water bottles and the spray bottles, like, I'll spray her hair, and if she grab it, I'll let her grab it. She throws it on the floor because she don't want you spraying her hair. I just let her do that. And then I'll pick it up, another water bottle, and I'll spray her hair, and if she grabs that one, I do the same thing. I just let her grab it, and she can do what she wants. I try to let her have some control. If she sees the products on the table, I do not allow her to play on my products. But if she sticks her hand in, I want her to stick her hand and say, yeah, that's for your hair. And that's all I say. And I say, you want to put it in your hair? And she doesn't put it in her hair. I don't say nothing else after that. But I just move the products. So she used to like food when she getting her hair done. Now she doesn't like any food. She'll just throw it all on the floor. Her sippy cup. Sometimes she may want her sippy cup, but most of the time she doesn't want her cup. The only thing she wants is the stimming toys, and mostly she likes to play with fly swatters and the charging cables. And I give her those when I'm going to the front of her head. So, because those are the most challenging parts. Like you see right here, she does not like me to do that left side of her head. It's never done neat because we're still working on that part. So I just let her be. But I just let her move her head and move and all that. But she cannot pinch me. She cannot hit me. I will not allow that anymore. And she knows I do not allow that anymore. But yeah, that's what I've learned. I do not communicate with her when I'm doing her hair until afterwards. I do not allow anybody in the room with us but her, in TV, and her stimming toys. And I don't give her food anymore. She doesn't. If your child wants food, try that. If your child likes food. And her favorite show. Her favorite show has to be on. Even if she's not watching it, she's hearing it because she'll say some of the parts in the show. So her favorite show, and just let her have some authority over her head. That's what I've learned so far. I'll update y'all some more as I continue doing her hair, because like I said, I'm not giving up, and Dior is showing progress. So thank y'all for watching, and if y'all have any questions, please feel free to leave them down below, because I'm sure I forgot some stuff. And y'all have a great day.
She's putting all of her cards down on the table, knowing there's no way that she'll be able to win this one. But she's somebody else in the making. First, she just gotta stop all the faking, and she'll be there. But she's wondering if it's gonna feel like this forever. Wondering if it's gonna feel like this whenever she leaves her safe space. She leaves her safe space. Wondering if it is forever, or is there some place that will make her feel better? Make her feel better. Then that's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. Somebody say, don't be afraid of loving yourself, 'cause that is all you got in the end. You got in the end. But she's wondering if it's gonna feel like this forever. Wondering if it's gonna feel like this whenever she leaves her safe space. She leaves her safe space. Wondering if it is forever, or is there some place that will make her feel better? Make her feel better. Then that's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. cause I don't know what I want. Yeah, I'm here talking to myself like someone's gonna respond. I'm getting tired of myself cause I don't know what I want. But I'm not out here on my own. Wondering if it is forever, or is there some place that'll make her feel better? Make her feel better. And that's where she'll go. That's where she'll
Beauty, big girl. Your hair's done. And this is what I start praising her after we get done. I don't do it during. Hey, big girl. Good job.